So a lot of you will already be doing this, but if you don't, this should be pretty useful. If you have, say, UBR as your buffer, you use U2, and this is your last target, you would normally solve it like that, which is pretty bad. So what you should do instead is the com for here to here to here, but if you know how to do big cube last two centers, then that's essentially what you're doing, is just the last com you would do on a big cube. But you do need to know how the com works, kind of, because if you're solving this as if you were solving any big cube, then what you might do is just that, which wouldn't actually solve the case completely. You need to do the U, which is obvious sighted, but not blind if you don't actually know what you're doing. Here's another awful U2 case, which should probably go like that. But you can just set it up like this, do a com, and cancel into undoing the setup. It's also useful for back cases like this, UBR, BDR. So instead of doing this long, annoying case, you just do this com. When the last target's on L or R, it's kind of hard to tell whether it's better to rotate, do something like that, or just do a com for like here to there to any of the top centers, but in this case this one's best. So, and that's basically the same speed as rotating doing that. I guess if it comes down to it, rotating's not rotating's preferable, because especially if it's not your last com of the solve, you don't want to have to rotate then rotate back. It's just more awkward. So obviously this works with plus centers as well. Like say you have UR as your buffer, FR as your last target. This case sucks with U2, and it takes like 1.5 seconds like that. So basically the idea is you always have 6 options for which com you can do when you have one target left. In this case, here to any of these 3 to here, or here to here to any of these 3. And one of them's always going to be pretty fast. So in this case, when the last target's on D, I tend to just shoot to that target to whichever of the top 3 pieces is best. So for this case, I just go like this, which seems pretty good, but that, I don't know, it's probably better. Yeah, it's just most useful for when it's on F or B. It saves a lot of time compared to doing like this versus this. That was bad, but yeah. So I mean, not a huge time saver, but it does save time, and it's really not much effort to learn / get used to. And it applies whether you use 3-style or U2, probably other methods as well. It's basically, instead of doing a bad com for the last target, you do a good one. So yep, hopefully that was useful to someone. Goodbye.